Wagwan, you man, it's me, the H double G, and today we're talking about 2K15 versus 2K24. And I know what you're thinking, Howley, what are you on about? IGN literally rated it a 5.9, they called it mediocre. And their verdict for the game was, it said it was like seeing Brock Lesnar going from breaking Undertaker's streak to lose the Hornswoggle during the pre-show back-to-back WrestleManias. 2K24 was rated great, so I know what you're thinking. Bro, Howley, what are you on about? There's just some things that 2K15 does a little bit better than 2K24, I don't know. You'll see what I mean. So let's get into first things, universe mode. Now don't get me wrong, 2K24 is really good for choosing your own cutscenes, but sometimes you use the cutscenes and you get stuff like this, the Usos taking out the Usos, and sometimes you set your matches up and it's just a little bit, like it doesn't do what you want it to do, like it doesn't do what you've put in for it to do, you know what I mean? Sometimes it erases your shit, so it's pretty annoying. You can only put superstars in like one of the rankings, stuff like that, like it is annoying in that sense, and you've got stuff like, you've got some really good stuff in there, like choosing your champions and setting up your brand quite easily. You got like custom arenas that you can't have in 2K15 and stuff like that. That we'll get into later in the video. The creation suite and all that stuff like that. We'll get into that later in the video. But for this part, we're talking about universe mode, just strictly universe mode. There's too many bugs in 2K24. 2K15, they've obviously patched the glitches, but a game that's came out 9 years ago shouldn't even be a little bit comparable. So without further ado, let's talk about 2K15's universe mode. So you see here, you can choose what kind of rivalry you can have, like special rivalries like that, and you got these historic rivalries and special rivalries or what if rivalries, and you have to go through and make sure like you set up like something's accurate to what the description is. But it's really cool because all of them have got quite a lot of replayability if like other person wins and stuff like that. In this storyline, what if Damien Sandow beat John Cena back in 2013 for the WWE Championship and get to like this quite unique cutscene, I think it's on 2K14 as well, to be fair. But yeah, from the story designer, I think. But yeah, you just go and win the championship with Damien Sandow. You get to go like all these crazy storylines like this. Goldust versus Cody, and it says you can just implement them into your universe mode quite easily with the roster at the time, like Cody and Goldust were like on TV all the time, so it would be similar to what the actual current product was like, giving Damien Sandow a championship opportunity. Not many people around that time was doing that in their universe mode, so it was. I thought this mode was before its time as well. I thought this was really good for the time as well. You get these different cutscenes, and also you've got branching situations in there. So like you can turn on him, or you can just carry on as a tag team. That's what I'm saying. There's so much replayability in these storylines. So you can attack him or you can be his friend. It's so cool in my opinion, So I think, I'm gonna say it, 2K15 universe mode is better than 2K24's. Oh look, shoot me in the comments, shoot me if you want. I don't know, I just feel like it's more playable and it's more fun and there's a lot of replayability with it and stuff like that. Without further ado, let's move on to my career / my rise. So we go to the My Rise situation, 2K24, which was absolutely amazing. Both the Unleashed and Undisputed storylines were so good. You start off you create your superstar, and then you're straight onto you're already on the main roster on Raw. You're basically like a lower card, it's a mid carder, like a definition of a mid carder, bro. And you end up winning the championship at SummerSlam with the help of Roman Reigns. Going through the tournament, the one night tournament, it's quite special actually. And then you have to go to SmackDown as the Miz obviously gets you there like through contract obligations, and we end up smacking up Kevin Owens on SmackDown, and then you even end up getting into a crazy storylines with Dominic Mysterio tasering Kane to death, and he end up taking on Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania, and it's quite a great storyline. 2K15's my career. Start off with the Performance Center, and you have to go through, go through the stages, go through the motions, start training. You get yourself a contract for NXT for 6 months. I don't know why he says that, because you're basically there forever anyway. So you're there, William Regal brings you in. You have to upgrade your attribute points, your skill points, put yourself some OG moments. You basically just skip through this bit anyway, and they just give you a contract, so it's fine. You're on NXT, and you have to win the next 4 matches to become number contender for the NXT Championship. You go through your matches, you did your debut match for NXT, you have a nice cutscene, the backstage area for 2K15, like, what, why couldn't we play in that? But no, 2K15 was very limited. But we'll talk about that part later on in the video. But yeah, so you end up getting your first victory, winning the NXT Championship, going through Superstars, main event, SmackDown. It's all great and all. It's all great until you get to Vicky Guerrero.
Have you been winning lately? I honestly don't know, because I don't watch your boring matches. I want to talk to you. You really think you're the best, don't you? You make me sick.
So yeah, as you can see, Vicky Guerrero is not the biggest fan of the HGG, or your custom character in general in this 2K15. So it is really annoying and strips you of the championship if you don't defend it every single week. And this is what you get every single week. If you're not in the storyline, depending on your responses, you like a heel or face thing, and you know the storylines go off. You know, like they go off. Like you know, unique commentary for the wrestler you're facing. You know what I mean? And you know, we start hitting him with the steel lead pipe. Jesus Christ, you know, stuff like that. And then you know we get into a qualification match with him at the pay-per-view. We even get a little contract signing, which I think was quite unique. I don't think any of the wrestling games had this in their career mode. If I might be mistaken, 2K16 might have it. I haven't revisited that one yet, but that's what I'm revisiting next, by the way, guys. But yeah, you get a cool contract signing, and Paul Heyman's obviously there for Brock Lesnar, and then Vicky Guerrero is obviously, you know, making sure everything goes right, everyone's signing their shit, and then Paul Heyman signs it, I sign it for myself, and then Brock Lesnar comes in, boom, and it's just a cool, unique cutscene. Like, some of you guys might have seen these cutscenes, you know. There's also an Undertaker storyline, which I couldn't get. I was trying so hard to get it, but won't let me get it. But nonetheless, beat Brock Lesnar, and then you go off to be the champion again. But also, he then leaves WWE for a little bit. You unlock him as a manager though, Paul Heyman, and you can choose who your manager is, stuff like that. It's really cool. And then after this, I got put into a storyline with the Wyatt family. Vicky Guerrero wanted to punish me again, and yeah, she just couldn't stand us. She couldn't stand us. She just make us sick. It was either these kind of cool storylines, or you basically are in, you know, a limbo of just doing tune-up matches or dark matches, and it's just so annoying. But our truth came and saved us out of nowhere. By God, by God. Quick change of clothes, and yeah. So in the My Career mode, you going through all these rivalries, and the Wyatt family taking you down with the steel lead pipe and stuff like that, and then eventually you go to take on Bray Wyatt at Battlegrounds in the steel cage match, and you get the victory that way. And then look, promos in 2K15. Hello. Nonetheless, you start a rivalry with all sorts of superstars, including the Big Red Machine Kane, and Kane chokeslams you all the way to hell. And you know, you get these quite unique storylines within the career mode, and you just go through them, and you start to get attacked from behind in the backstage area, the secret backstage area that they don't let you play in, you know. And then you have, you know, your fan favorites, stuff like that. You know, when you're a champion, people coming after your title left, right, and center, and you can choose what pay-per-views you want to appear on. You only get to pick 3 for the year. Quite annoying. Look, Baron Blade. You get to have a rivalry with Baron Blade and those people like that. You get screwed over by people like Rusev and other heels on the brand, and then you even get to join the Authority. And from that point, you know, the career mode gets a little bit easier. You know, so you have Evolution, aka the Authority, coming out, and well, they label it the Authority, and you have the help from the Shield as well. So the Shield come in and help you during your matches. At the time, you know, Randy Orton was getting help from the Shield, and then obviously Seth Rollins came in and stuff like that, and your character basically has the storyline of Seth Rollins in real life, 2015, when, you know, Randy Orton was like coming an afterthought in the Authority and stuff like that. And then here at the pay-per-view, you have a match with Randy Orton, and Triple H tells the referee to ring the bell, and he screws you over. He screws over Randy Orton, and your character's in complete shock, and you end up joining the Authority, and Randy Orton gets kicked out of it. But yeah, that's not the last bit of Randy Orton you get in this career mode. But then you get straight back into tune-up match and dark match. That's what brings it down. Eventually I got to participate in the Royal Rumble match, and you go through a series of battle royals leading up to the event to get, and the more you win, the higher energy spot you get, and you finally face Damien Sandow the last week. Anyway, Vicky Guerrero, you know, makes you wait to find out on the actual day of when you're gonna enter the Royal Rumble match. and it's quite cool actually. So it shows the WrestleMania 30 sign, and it cuts to like halfway in the match. Well, I thought it was halfway in the match, but like it doesn't show like from the beginning. For some reason they thought it was Dean Ambrose. But yeah, coming in at number 7, and obviously win the Rumble, you get a unique win animation, just for your superstar, and it's quite cool. I know you don't see this in any other 2K game, so it's quite a cool animation in my opinion. And you're going to WrestleMania, and you win the championship, and I'll beat Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Triple H in my corner, so yeah, that's quite a good continuity. But obviously, I think it's just a coincidence that Randy Orton was champion at the time. But yeah, we win the championship, and I'm so excited. But then the credits roll. The credits start rolling, and I'm thinking, what? I win the championship, and then like it just says like it just simulates the rest of your career, and you have one last dream match. So I chose to go with Baron Blade, and then you beat Baron Blade, and then this match you win or lose anyway. And yeah, it's just a bit of a random one, to be fair. And it obviously it's quite cool. It shows all your accomplishments and stuff like that, and how you defended the title. But it was very odd. I didn't really understand why it ended so abruptly as soon as you win the WWE Championship. So if you want to have longevity in this mode, just don't win the WWE Championship, which is meant to be everyone's career goal. But yeah, nonetheless, yeah, that's the career mode, and I think. Due to the constant grinding you have to do in 2K15, I'm gonna say 2K24 is better because it's an easy story to follow. And 2K15 is just a little bit all over the place. Don't get me wrong, you get some really cool, unique storylines that's before its time and stuff in there, but I do 100% think that 2K24 takes it on that one. So we're one apiece. Let's go into gameplay and play mode basically. So 2K24 probably has not the best, like it has like in the last couple of years has the best one, but since 2K14 and stuff, no, it hasn't gone that. They've got Inferno matches, I Quit matches, and all the other matches that are on here, apart from the Gauntlet matches and the War Games match, to be fair. But 2K15 is very, very limited. Your one-on-one matches, there's not much there. You can't even do a ladder match. You can do a TLC match. Triple threat, you can do Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell, Fatal 4-Way, only elimination tag, and Extreme Rules, Fatal 4-Way, and obviously 6-man, you can do a couple of these things. The roster, 2K15, is good, but it's just nothing compared to 2K24's roster, let's be honest, Jesus Christ. And then obviously the gameplay, the weapon mechanics, the movement is so much faster, it's more fluid in 2K24, you get the little run-ins, mid-match run-ins, it's just better. Let's just be honest with ourselves. And got this new feature, the way you can throw the weapons, stuff like that. You can just get up to all sorts of crazy antics in the game. And the Inferno table, oh my god! So we put the table on fire. You can put your opponent through it, and the fire just looks so realistic. It looks so good. No, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of glitches still, but you know what I mean. And then you can collide with the weapons and stuff like that. And the weapon mechanics in 2K15, it's just your standard mechanics. You know what I mean. And also in 2K24, you can choose your own referee. Who referees going to be, like actual referees, male or female. You can change like the setting of the match and how many finishes you start with. You can even go and start, messing about with the custom match rules. Start going through like pinfalls and submissions. Change you want to do 2 out of 3 falls if you want. You know how it goes, guys. And you start with default health or stuff like that, and the amount of finishes you can have. You can change the weapon wheel, stuff like that. So super cool stuff. Another awesome feature that we had on 2K24, what we have on 2K24, is obviously the paybacks. And you can obviously go in and change it. Also the super finishers, you hit the 3 crossroads or hit the curb stomp from the top rope. And yeah, I think 2K24 definitely takes the bag with play mode. Another honorable mention is the catch finishers. I think they still are in the game, but they're not as accessible as they were in 2K15. 2K15 it was obvious. It was like bang, catch finisher, catch finisher, catch finisher, catch finisher. But now, like, it's just like if you get lucky, it might pop up. But yeah, apart from that, that's about it. But we do have some more honourable mentions, like the King of the Ring tournament. The layout was so cool, and obviously you go through the King of the Ring, you rise through the ranks, go through the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the finals, all that good stuff, and then the tie finishes as well. Obviously the tie finishes are in 2K24, but 2K15 as well. I think because they were new in 2K15, they stood out more, But yeah, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels wins, and then this, you got a cool, unique wind animation. If you want King of the Ring, you sat in there, and it was quite. I think that was quite a cool animation. I think they should bring that back, and it shows you a summary of what happened, and then yeah, and then the presentation of like the mode as well, like how it looks and who's representing what. I think it was quite cool. And then also, I looked in Elimination Chamber, and you can do a tornado tag, and I've never seen this in real life, or I've never seen this in any other game. So I went and done it. I did the Shield versus Evolution, and it's just like a War Games match. Like, one team has the advantage, and then you come in, and then, yeah, just like that. And look at it, the OMG moment was, oh my gosh, it was so cool. The camera cuts, like nowadays, they just do it like it's a normal move, but it's so cool. And Evolution was just burying the Shield, and look, you can just tell, like, it's not a normal Elimination Chamber match. They actually chase you, hunt you, and beat you down, you know. And it, like, when it's just like 1 on 3, they just keep going at you, and you've got this cool unique, I've never seen this wind animation either. I'll let this one play.
The Game Triple H and the Animal Batista.
Man, what a contest! We definitely just witnessed one for the ages.
.2K24 wins for the gameplay and play mode. 2K15 is air, but that little chamber thing in King of the Ring was quite cool, I think. Let's move on to soundtracks. Here you see the 2K24 soundtrack, and I think it's quite good. Don't get it wrong. I think it's really, really good actually. And you can also listen to like the actual WWE Superstars, like their actual theme songs, but a lot of them are by Death Rebel, so kind of ruins it. Nonetheless, 2K15 I think takes the ball with the soundtrack because there's just so many bangers in here. You can just see them all right here. So yeah, I think 2K15 wins the soundtrack war. Let's then move on to yes, the 2K showcase. 4 years WrestleMania. Don't get me wrong, it's quite a good showcase. The only problem I have with it is that when the cutscenes go into real life, some people like that, I ain't wrong, but I'm just not a fan of it personally. There are cutscenes in the game, but then it transitions to real life, so it's hard to, like, content creators, you know, like myself and other people, they want to live stream it. You know, I did try and live stream it, and then they took it down because obviously it has real life footage in it. It's quite annoying, and there's actually no commentary in it. But 2K15, you have actual commentary in there, and also you can turn off these things, like, so the entrance theme song don't play, so you can live stream the gameplay. But yeah, the cutscenes, yeah, they don't transition into real life stuff. You know, there's actual real life commentary in there, and it's such a great authentic feel, and like you feel like you're involved in this rivalry, like this rivalry's happening right in front of your eyes. The WrestleMania match, just because it transitioned from cinematic to like real life, it just messes with me personally a little bit. So I personally think 2K15 has a better showcase. Also, there's not that many matches in the 30th WrestleMania. In this one, there's loads. You know, I think just for this showcase alone, there's 19. There's like 16 in the other one with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. So, and then the amount of cutscenes you got to have, the voiceover as well. So the Mr. McMahon, sorry, is cutting a promo. The Rock's cutting a promo here. You know, it's really good how they did the voice acting and stuff like that. And I think it's quite underrated, this showcase. I think it is one of probably the best showcase. Stone Cold Steve Austin one was very, very good as well, so I'm in the middle about that one. But yeah, 2K15's showcase was really good, and the voice acting, all of it. So I'll have to go with 2K15 on that one. Let's now move on to, well, this is where it takes a little bit of a nosedive for 2K15, isn't it? The Creation Suite. This is all they have. You can create an entrance, a moveset, and a superstar. And also, when you go to choose to create a superstar, you can't create a woman. You can literally only customize the women that are already in the game. So I don't know where they come to that conclusion. And you only have 25 slots for custom superstars. So yeah, the Creation Suite in this was absolute arse. Anyway, look how much options you got here for 2K24, you know, it's just nice, laid out nicely. So 2K24 takes the bag instantly when it comes to that. So let's move on to, as you can see here, ECW pack is coming out May 15th for 2K24. You know, it's so cool, you know, having all these superstars coming in. You got Pat McAfee, you got Post Malone coming in, you got all these new superstars, Carlito, Jade Cargill, Michelle McCool, and you got a WCW pack as well. Also, look at this, you got a NXT arrival, you had all NXT guys plus JBL for some bizarre reason, and we also had the One More Match DLC, the Hall of Pain DLC, and also the Powerful Warrior DLC, which makes 2K15 better. I don't know. I think the DLCs are better for 2K15. That can't be. Well, we got the 4-3, the score of 4-3. But in terms of things to do, 2K24 takes the ball with, my gym and my faction, and I guess graphics as well. 2K24 takes the ball. So 2K24, you see the comparison here. Because you've got Triple H and you've got and Triple H, 2K15 and 2K24. The spit animation just looks cleaner in 24. More enhanced graphics and stuff like that. And then the 2K15 one. So I think 2K24 takes the ball, but 2K15 gave it a run for its money, and you cannot deny that. That was a close one, I'm not going to lie. But 2K24 is better. That's the conclusion. But 2K15 should be remembered as one of the games. I feel like an underrated game. I feel like people compare it to 2K14 just because it came off the back of 2K14. But it wasn't a bad game in my opinion. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off for now. But comment down below if you made it this far. Comment W if you made it this far, and comment down below what you think was better, 2K15 and 24. Most likely it'll be 2K24. And if I've entertained you at all in this whole video, please let me know in the comment section down below, and leave a like and consider subscribing. On the road to 3,000 subscribers, so close to monetization. So if you has made it this far to get my watch hours up, I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a lovely day.